Hello YouTube, this is Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta, South Carolina. Well, I'm here to tell you about these XS Big Dot sights. This is my XDM 9mm, and as you can see, these are the Big Dot sights on it. And this is my XDM 45 Tactical, and it also has the Big Dot sights on it as well. And I have AR-15, and I'll show you here in a minute, with a 45-degree canted sight. They're also Big Dots, and they're on the 300 blackout AR-15. And then I have a regular set of flip-up sights for the AR-15. 24-inch barrel Overwatch rifle that I built. Anyway, XS Sights saved my life yesterday. I went to check the game cameras and I stepped over a guardrail off the side of the road and almost right onto a 5.5-foot timber rattler. And I drew my pistol. He was coiled, ready to strike. I mean, he was right there. He had me. If I hadn't had acquired my sights as fast as I did and pull a trigger, I would be bitten by a timber rattler. I wouldn't be here right now. I'd have got bit by that timber rattler, and I never probably would have made it to the hospital out of that place. Anyway, didn't have a pair of snake boots on. I had a pair of sneakers on. And I won't do that again. Too old to do stupid stuff, and I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing, wearing sneakers in the field. But the Big Dot sight allowed me to acquire, point and shoot that rattlesnake. The 9mm round went through his head. Left a hole in his head, and then I went up to the truck and I got a pair of lopping shears and I lopped off his head. Anyway, the timber rattler is protected in South Carolina, so it was me or him, buddy. That's the way it was, and that's the way it is. I'm sorry I had to kill it. Usually I give snakes a pass. I go around viperous snakes if I see them. I don't mess with them. I don't try and catch them or fool with them or kill them. You know, I usually give them a pass. But this one I couldn't give a pass to. He was coiled and ready to strike. He was cocked and locked. He had his head back and his mouth open. He was ready to go. If I hadn't have been quick with the draw and quick with the acquisition of the sight, I would have got bit. Anyway, I'll post a picture after this of the 5.5-foot timber rattler. But that's it. These are the two pistols, and I'll show you my rifles, my AR-15s. What you're looking at here is my AR-15 rifle. And that's the Big Dot sights on it, the 45-degree cant on the 300 blackout. I couldn't move the sight back any further because it interfered with the scope, and I couldn't put it up here because then the scope would be too far forward. So I got it to where I get the best sight radius out of it for a 16.5-inch barrel. But that's it on the 300 blackout. I'll give you an idea. And they just mount right on there. And those are tritium sights. You know, they got good tritium, especially the XS sight company. Their tritium is great, real bright. Anyway, let me get the Overwatch rifle. This is my Overwatch rifle with the flip up sights. and as you can see, the sights are folded down, and I'm not going to be able to raise those right now, I don't think, because the scope's in the way. Anyway, they're tritium also, and this is that's the tritium front sight there of the AR. The tritium vials are in both of these sights, front and rear, on the 300 blackout and the Overwatch rifle here. I'm equipped with a thermal sight on this rifle, the ATN core. So this is the ATN, and that's the model number. 3 to 6 power, 3 to 8 power. Anyway, these are my guns that I use hog hunting. I'm equipped here with a green light, flashlight, and red laser, and that's bore sighted to the bore. Haven't really used that laser or anything other than to point a target out to somebody else that was hunting with IR, and you can see where I was pointing. Anyway, that's it. I'll come back and see if we could get a picture of them in low light. Okay, YouTube, that concludes it on the X sight. Probably some of the best tritium sights I've ever seen on the market. I mean, they're bright, they're clear. I really like them, and I recommend them. Like I said, I'd have never hit that rattlesnake if I didn't have that big dot front sight to acquire right away. And that's key with a pistol at close range. Acquiring that front sight and using that front sight for point shooting. And that's what I did. And I shot that snake once, I fired one round, and I hit him right in the head. He was less than a meter. I mean, he was 1 foot length away from my foot. He'd have got me. He was coiled, he was up, his mouth was open, he was ready to strike. And it was me or him, you know, so I wasn't taking a snake bite. So I sent him to his maker. But anyway, like I said, I don't normally kill them, I let them slide, because they take care of a lot of rats and stuff like that. And they're one of God's creatures too, you know. But you know, I'm not one that wants to kill everything either. Felt bad about it, but it had to be done. Like I said, it was that snake or me. And he had me dead to rights. He was just sizing me up, measuring the distance to my leg, and that was all. He was calculating all that and how much venom to deliver for somebody my size. And he'd have hit me, and he'd have got me good. I don't know if that would kill me or made me real sick, but I don't want to find out either. So it was kill or be bitten. So that's the way it is. And the snake, he took the trail out. I hope the video glasses will bring in a bright tritium. You'll be able to see it. I went in my bedroom and darked everything out in there. So pulled the blinds, pulled the curtain to make it dark as possible. But other than that, that's it. You know, this is it. These XS sights, if you're owning an AR-15 and you have a scope or an optic mounted on it, I recommend the 45-degree cant XS sights. I'll be right back. Hey YouTube, sorry I couldn't get a night, the video wouldn't pick up in the dark. Sorry about that. But trust me, they're bright. Just not bright enough for the video to pick it up. So sorry I couldn't do a better presentation of the sight. I don't have a camera that does well in the darkness. I'm doing all this with a GoPro camera, so ain't no professional stuff here. It's just so old country boy stuff. Old technology. Catch you later. Rick, Black Rifle from North Augusta. Bye-bye.